What's up, everybody? I'm back, and we're going to continue reading more X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Today, our story takes us to Weapon X. Let me make sure let me close that other comic so I don't have to worry about opening. Cool. So we're going to be rejoining up with Weapon X. So that means we're going to be seeing what Jean Grey and Logan have been doing. Last we seen, they were on a mission and they kind of had to go separate ways. So, Weapon X. After Xavier, the Age of Apocalypse. Fire. Stanley presents a world without Xavier. Fire in the sky. She still tugs on my heart like the moon pulling on the tides. Guess I've been in denial about us drifting apart. But the planned doomsday strike against Apocalypse North America sure has brought it to a head. Woke up this morning and she was gone. Just the faintest trace of the Psylink that used to be like a river between our souls. Just enough to lead me here to Bristol on the west coast of England. Jean! The drop-off point of the Great Sentinel Airlift, the largest air armada ever assembled. Defying all odds to fly through the gap, me and Jean knocked out of Apocalypse's Atlantic seawall defense to ferry out the humans trapped in Norham. Jean! And there she's carrying somebody. You've passed the mutant weapon scanner, and you are eligible for relocation under the Displaced Humans Act. Welcome to United Europe. For the storyline of the Sentinels, see the Amazing X-Men 1 and 2. That was my boy Abyss attacking. Jean, I've been looking high and low for you. I know, Logan, but I just had to come and help out. Aw, darling, I knew you were upset about the Human Council planning to zap Apocalypse in his own backyard. I was afraid you were going back to warn him, and, darling, what would I do without you? Pierce, that's Weapon X up there. You said... Shut up, Clegg. You and Slocum aren't stupid enough to be carrying any tags, are you? We're both clean, boss. You just don't understand, do you, Logan? Even after all this time together, I have to believe that there's another way. There has to be. That's a load of malarkey, Jean. You should be first online to push the button on those. You should be first online to push the button on those creeps. You were one of the few who survived the pens. Are you forgetting that? I'll never forget that, Logan. Awooga. Weapon at scanner number 3. Not a twitch nor a blink, mate. I'm putting him down, but he doesn't seem to be packing. It's Jeffries, him and that shapeshifter Vanessa. They joined the lift in Maine. Should we stay out of it? We can use this as cover, which is probably all it was intended to be. He's doing his technological telepath thing. MC Amazing X-Men 2. You've already found the weapon, you fool. The weapon is me. Go for it, Box. Back me up, Copycat. And like I said, Copycat is Vanessa. That's Deadpool's girl from the movies. We'll show these pathetic flat scans that the strong and the fit can fight when our cause is righteous. For Apocalypse. For purity and truth. Are you ready to be purified, human? What? There is no help. Only the cleansing fire. It's the screaming of the kids that triggers a flash of memory in Jean so strong that it jumps the Psylink between us like a spark gap. I remember it too. The ripping silk sound of plasma weapons set on kill. The distracted air, the killers. The night I busted her out of the breeding pens. The dog soldiers were using the rejects for target practice. Her Psylink burns through the air at me like blue lightning. It's something deep and ancient that ain't a word or thought. It's the whole world turning to blood and fire, and it means kill. It's over, Logan, over. This is war, Jean. Don't you understand? This is about killing the enemy before it kills us. Maybe I understand that too much. You know, there was a moment that night at the pens when it seemed like you didn't want to leave. I gotta get back to the High Council, darling. Gotta be brief on the prime targets. You and me have been hitting for years. Do what you have to do, Gene. The High Council. They must get that name because they like high places. Logan-san, yeah? Could I have a word with you before you brief the other council members in private? Anything you say, Lady Mariko. This is his wife in the main universe. You don't need to be so formal, Logan-san. You called me Mari when I knew you in Japan. That was a long time ago, and you were just a kid. A teenager, really. But your business was with my father, Shingen. Still, perhaps things could have been quite different if... Look, you didn't ask me down here to job about the past and what might have been, what's on your mind. I want you to believe that there is another way, Logan-san. That this seems to be a popular line amongst ladies of my acquaintance. Pardon? Nothing, you were saying? I will not contest the majority decision of the council to do this terrible thing, but there is something I do not trust about Braddock. It is as if he has a vested interest in the escalating war between mutants and humans. Of course he does. Braddock Industries manufactures the Sentinels. He's one of the most important humans on the face of the planet. I wish I could believe in the purity of his intentions. Ba-thunk. We have to do something, Logan-san. You're a pip, Lady Mariko. We're gonna have our hands full. Just keep in ourselves from getting crispy or critterized. Mayday, mayday! We are under attack by mutant terrorists. Thank you, Captain. That's just the piece of information we wanted. And by the way, we are not mutants. We are altered humans. We are out of control and drifting towards the airship that contains the analog guidance system for the Doomsday attack. That system is irreplaceable. Without it, our weapons are worthless. Logan-san, if the guidance system is destroyed, I heard ya. I must be losing it. And that's totally the picture of him jumping out of that building with the samurais behind him in their story. I must be losing it. Like it just slipped out of my heart. I called her Mary. Oh, did he say that? I heard you, Mary. Gotta be losing it to try this stunt. Oh, I figure the updraft from the fire will slow me down some. And if I burn too long, my own mutant healing factor might not be able to keep up with the damage. We cannot allow the guidance system to be destroyed, Brian, even if we have to steer ourselves into the burning airship. Victor, no, get out of there. Go. Oh, you're Moonlight. You're cool, Moonlight. Sorry, people. No. We're the High Council, Moira. It's our duty to preserve ourselves for the good of the mankind. Your selflessness never ceases to amaze me, Braddock. What about a concentration of laser fire? Don't shoot. Logan just jumped down onto that airship. He's going to try to stop the terrorists before they get to the other airships. These two are still alive, Pierce. These are the Reavers. Should I pop their little heads off? When we get close enough, we shall board the guidance dirigible and utterly destroy their filthy Eurasian device. He's the villain in the movie Logan, Pierce here. Leave them to me, Cleggs. I want the killing rush for myself. What's that noise above us? Could this ship be breaking up already? Wolverine's dope all on fire like that and shit. He's all, oh my goodness. Is that the diminutive or is that the diminutive renegade mutant weapon extra short? Weapon extra short? Come to savage my kneecaps. Have you turncoat? You're dead meat, Pierce. You're the one who's betrayed his race and his destiny, Logan. Sick him, my pretty boys. I want his claws for a necklace. You want my adamantium? You got it. Now it's your turn, Pierce. I'm the lad who always kicked over the checkerboard when it looked like I was losing. Or I don't play by your silly rules, Logan. I'm the lad who always kicked over the checkerboard when I was losing. Your his-suit little paladin has failed, Mariko. He allowed those agents of Apocalypse to foil our one chance at a first strike. At least he made the attempt, Braddock. There's someone walking out of that inferno. Is it possible? I could have let myself burn bright like Blake's tiger, but I heard a siren call on the Psylink. It was the voice that sings the anthem of my soul, and she was saying goodbye. Jane! That was her mistake, you see. She should have stayed off the link and gone on her way, leaving me in the dark. Crunk sput. But the faintest, briefest image of the airstrip in Cornwall bled into her last farewell like a postcard glimpse in passing. Jane, I can't let you leave, Red. I can't let you go back to the States to warn him about what's coming. I can't. Then you'll have to stop me, Logan, because I could never live with either one of us if I didn't try to stop what's about to happen. Logan, kisses him, if you've ever truly loved me, make it quick. Next, a call to a mountain, or next to a mountain called Wundagore. And that's where the shit all started. Thank you guys for hearing me out. I got laundry and stuff to do, and so I can't really give you commentary, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. I love reading this. I'll be back on reading some more stuff soon. Like I said, I'm going to follow up this with Remeder's X-Force, but I'm also going to probably start reading some Transformers comics, because I bought a bunch to read to my son, and I'm going to try it out and put them here and make these YouTube videos, see if he'll check them out. All right, I love you all.